Scott with Darlington Soccer, and today I'm just going to show you how you are going to complete your coach registration form. I'd like to thank everybody who's volunteering their time this season to coach in our Youth House League. It is a big thing you're doing for the youth in our community, and I just want to thank you for that. So the way that we are going to be registering to be a coach for the upcoming season, you are going to go to darlingtonsoccerclub.ca, and when you're on the website, you're going to click the online registration tab, similar to when you were registering your children. And from there, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to where it says 2016 Outdoor Coach Registration. So that's where we are going to go to register. When we're there, we're going to click on the icon and it will take us to this page. So when we're on this page, you can either choose to log in. So that would be the similar account you used to sign up your children for the House League. If you can go ahead and do that, enter your username and your password and log in, that would be great because then it will record your coach registration in your account. Otherwise, you can always just go a guest registration as well, which we're going to be doing in this video. If you still go guest registration, it will log into our database, and that would be great. So when you're here, I will fill this out as an example, but you're going to be asked to fill out a series of different details. So it's very similar to what you would have been asked to do just in paper form in previous seasons, but it is just much easier to do it electronically in the comfort of your own home. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to start on the first page, which is coach information. So I am just going to enter in my information just as a sample. Not that young, a little bit older. Not that old either, but I'm not going to give away my real birthday. And again, you'll see all the red stars here. These are the necessary fields you have to complete. Of course, we just want to make sure that we correct that province and territory to the right one. And one of the phone numbers is also mandatory. Now it's very important when you actually hit the last answer here, we're going to ask you if this is your first season coaching with Darlington Soccer. If it is your first season, we do have to ask you a series of questions. It's almost just additional screening to know exactly who we're bringing aboard. So if you do click no, that means it's just you have been coaching with us in previous seasons. But if you click yes, it will prompt you to answer some additional questions. These answers here, again, they're mandatory, but if you don't have any coach qualifications, for example, you can just say none, or you can say, I do have my level 1, or if you have your old, like I said, coaching community qualifications, any sort of qualifications you have, you can list them there. If you've been coaching or managing in any capacity for any soccer club, you can list it in this box here. If you don't have any, you can just list none. And when we get to this part here, it is important that you do list 3 references. If you pick them from your phone, they can be friends, neighbors, anybody. And if you do happen to have their email address and their home address, if you can list that too, that'd be great. We just do have to have these on file as it is mandatory by our governing body standards. So once all that stuff is complete and you move forward, it will ask you for the community that you are coaching in. So for example, I could be with Curtis FC. If I know the sponsor name and they're Tim Hortons, I can put it in there. The league name, of course, will always be the same, which is the Outdoor House League. And the division, you will also select the division that you're coaching in. So we'll move on there. Now here, this is the legal agreement. This is the waiver for all types of liability concerns and the acceptance of terms and conditions. So you can choose to read this or not read it. We highly recommend that you do read it, but it is important to note that whether or not you do read it or not, you are still bound to all the information that is listed there. So once you're done, you can click I accept terms and conditions, enter your name as the electronic signature, and then you're going to record today's date, which for today would be June 22nd. We're not 100 years into the future just yet. So once that's done, you're going to click continue. And again, more information that you just have to review. This is a screening and disclosure and privacy statement. So this is similar to stuff that you're going to find list on your PRC, your police record check. But if you don't have anything to fear with what's been listed here, you can just select no. But again, we want you to really be honest, as again, anything that you do list here and there's inconsistencies with the police record check, then we know something is a little bit up. As again, if you do select for one, you can just list and describe the charges that were against you. But if you've never had any issues with any of these questions, you can just go ahead and select no. Selecting yes doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be rejected as a coach, but it's important that you do complete it. And again, you are just going to put in your name at the end there. And the year is 2016. And we'll go continue again. It is a bit of a process, but we do appreciate you guys working with us. And the last portion here is just the informal interview. So this is, again, where you do have to list some information. As again, we do have to have it on file as per our governing body. So if you say, for example, do you have any experience working with children or in coaching, you can be very brief with your answers, but if you can try to keep them 2 to 3 sentences long, that'd be great. So for example, with me, play soccer, yes, for again, it just doesn't have to be too serious. And again, just so on and so forth. Again, you would like your answers just to be a little bit more thorough than mine, but again, no longer than 2 to 3 sentences. But again, I'm just showing you what it's like to go through it. And once you're finally past that stage, you can review everything that you've listed. And if you're happy with how everything looks, then you can go complete registration, and then it will get logged into our database, and you will be completely registered. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact either Jennifer or myself, Kyle. You can reach Jennifer at jennifer.darlington@rogers.com, and you can reach me, Kyle, at darlingtonsoccer@rogers.com. Again, thank you very much for taking the time to complete this form. It is very important that you do so, and thank you once again for volunteering your time throughout the summer to coach all the youth in Clarington. It is a very important volunteer role with our club, and we truly do appreciate all the time and effort that you put into it. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.